Hello out there in YouTube land, welcome back. It's another episode of Greg's Mowers and More, and today we got this old Sears and roebuck with the two comps on it. We got a lot of background noise going on. We got Fraggle Rock the rooster over there building a giant grain bin, and I got my coffee. I'm a little under the weather today. I got some kind of a head chest cold thing going on, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna try to make the most of it, so maybe I'll give you guys a little shot of progress around here real quick. So the last video you guys saw, there was probably still a big huge mound of stuff. I've burned that, and as you can see, that massive monstrosity of a grain bin over there. So the only stuff left to burn is that little pile over there that I moved over there, and I got all the scrap metal taken out of it. I'm slowly sorting the block out, but got a pretty nice little concrete pad here. Got all my stuff set up on there. We're gonna work off it today. So but anyway, it's already I don't know, 5 o'clock, something like that. It gets dark at like 6 something now, so we're kind of in a rush. But anyway, this mower is one of the ones that I got for free. I got blessed with. She was gonna go to the scrap pile. Might as well give you guys a run around on this mower here and show you what we got. I don't know who made it. I know it's a Sears and roebuck, but 20 for 20 inch. Deck looks to be in pretty good shape. Wheels look to be in good shape. I do believe there was probably a cover over here at one point in time. Got a little crack right there on that guy. Handle's rusty, as to be expected. Missing the side chute. So, Sears and Roebuck Corporation, USA, model number 90730. I don't know how to determine that. But yeah, we got a Tecumseh plastic gas tank. Uh-oh. Just now noticed that the nuts loose on our flywheel. Somebody might have been messing with this already. Anyway, I tipped it up. Let's check the oil again. Hopefully we got enough oil, because I don't think I got any to put in it. It's right on the end of the safe range. I might have a little to put in it, I don't know. Might have to throw a little bit of used engine oil in it to get it by if we do get it fired up, but we got enough in there to fire it up. Just trying to see if there was any numbers on the shrouding here. Yeah, there is. Let me see if I can get you guys in there to see those. I know some of you guys out there like to try to decode these numbers, so I don't know if you'll be able to see them or not, but I'll hold the camera there for just a second. Looks like 143, 264, 252, serial number 5315E. So some of you guys like to try to decode this stuff, and you're better with Tecumsehs than I am. I'm not a big fan of them, but this one looked like it might have been the easiest thing to get running in such a short amount of time, so that's what we're going to try to do today. Grab a sip of coffee here to keep my vocal cords lubricated so I can continue to speak. Probably ought to tip this thing up and have a look underneath it and see what the underneath looks like. Make sure there's a blade on there. And there is. Rusty and crusty and, you know, all that stuff. I don't know what that is. It's stuck on there pretty good. And it's got mold on it. That's alright. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is let me move you guys around to the back side here so I can pull this plug out. And we'll lube the cylinder like we always do, because that's important when something's set for so long. Lubricate that cylinder up. Let me grab some tools here. How you guys doing out there in YouTube land today? Hope you're doing all right. And I did see that we just went over 1,000 subscribers. Honestly, never ever in a million years thought that we would hit that mark on this channel. Some guy put a comment up the other day saying, how does this channel not have 10,000 subscribers yet? And we talk about Jesus on here a lot, and I don't think we're ever going to see 10,000 subscribers because, you know, people don't like to talk about Jesus. So here's the spark plug. And I mean, she's pretty oil soaked. I don't know if that's from being tipped up and moved or if somebody fogged the cylinder. I don't know. Maybe somebody did put fogging oil in it before it got put away. But we're going to tip her up, and I got just a little tiny bit of oil left in here. Not much at all. But we'll go ahead and throw that in the old dumpster there. And we might as well spray some on this recoil. Can't hurt to lube the recoil and the gears here. And, might as well put a little bit on that nut up here on the flywheel. My goodness. Alright, let's wheel it over a little bit. Okay, that's working. That's good. Alright, so we're wheeling her over. That's a plus. Alright. I do believe I'm going to stick my spark plug back on the end of the wire here. And we're going to, let's see here. This thing here is probably some sort of a kill. So we'll move that way because that looks like it's as far away from the kill wire as I can get it. I don't know. Maybe we can. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to hold it up against the shroud. See if we got anything. To me, it looks like we're deader than a hammer on spark. Probably why the flywheel is off, just being honest. I'm going to move you guys around the other way. Well, let me see if we actually have any compression here first. I might want to stick to the basics. Okay, it's puffing, so we got something. Alright, let me move you guys around because the sun's kind of coming down and that's going to mess up the camera view. So we'll move you around the other way here. And we'll continue on. There we go. So let's see here. What do I got to do to get this top off? It looks like I got 3 1/2 inch here on that back side. A couple of 5/16 over here on the dipstick tube maybe. And there's probably going to be something here on the back side where this fuel tank is, but it looks like it just pulls up and out, so we probably better do that. Hopefully we don't break it. And boy, that fuel line's great shape. Makes me wonder what the carburetor is going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and remove these 2 off the dipstick tube first. And they're 5/16 like I thought. Well, just tip that guy out. And we'll just set those there. Let me grab a 7/16 and a half. These here look like they might be 7/16. They are. Let's go to the back side. These are going to be actually through the head bolt, so they're probably going to be a 1/2. Yep, they are. Let's knock them loose if we can. Oh yeah, this 1/2 inch drill is awesome, man. Lots of torque. I like it. Uh-oh. Man, trying to break my wrist on that one. There we go. She was corroded in, that one was. So we got some sort of carburetor linkage there. That's just going to lift off. That's good. Our recoil is probably going to have to follow the shroud, and our plug wire needs to come out of this little clip here. There we go. Pull out our head bolts, 1, 2, and 3, and this should come up all over and off. Awesome. Let me bring you in and show you guys our fins. They don't look too bad, but I will clean them. We got a little debris in here. We got a little bit of grass there. I should have put the plug back in before I did that. I wasn't thinking. All right. Let's try to get that flywheel off. See if this thing actually has some points in it. We're moving right along. 5/8 is too small. 11/16 just right. That came right off. Let's get this little, get that little screen out of there. Nice chunk of bird poopy on there. I used to have a Tecumseh flywheel removal tool, but I no longer have that tool. I don't know where it went. It might have got left in the cockroach van when it went bye-bye. I'm going to put a little bit of coil down around that flywheel key area there. Hopefully I don't have to heat it. I don't really want to heat it, but we'll see. Put a little bit of pressure on her and give her a zing here. There it went. 3rd time's a charm on that one. Alright, let's zing that nut back off. Alright, there we go. There's a washer there. And this should just come right on up. Come on up, baby. Come on, there we go. And we do got points. My goodness, look at that monstrosity in there. Looks like looks like somebody that doesn't like spiders' worst nightmare. Look at that dead crispy spider right there. And whatever this white stuff is that looks like a knit together turd. Okay, well, we can dive into that. Tilt you guys down a little, get you in here. Okay. Got a little bit of carburetor cleaner. Let's sanitize this. Take that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, we got stink bugs coming out. Get out of there. Give it off. Alright. Cool beans. Okay, so this points cover, you just push down, pull her over, cover will come up. And there's your points. I think, I don't know if it's a, oh yeah, they're corroded. I don't know if it's, I got Simon out there, wonky Simon from the UK. What is the expression with that when something simple? Is that Bob's your uncle? Is that a United Kingdom thing? Is that an Australian thing? I don't really know. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just, I'm curious. Digging for my points file here. And I have found it. If you do not know, that is an ignition points file. I did break the end of it off. Been having a lot of stuff go on here at home. Our well pump quit working the other day. The contactor in it, the contacts welded themselves together, so I used the points file to clean them up. And then it ran for, I don't know, maybe another month, 2 months. And then it did it again. So then I tried to do it again and realized, no, you need to put a new switch in here. So I did. I put in a new switch, and it's been fine ever since. But these points actually look really good other than the corrosion. I mean, they're not wore hardly any. So somebody either put new points in it or this engine doesn't have much runtime on it at all. Which, I mean, the rod's not hanging out of the block yet, so, you know, it's not totally wore out yet for a Tecumseh. That's how they tell you when they're done, when the rods come out the side of the block. It's Tecumseh's way of saying, I'm out of here, I quit. Usually because they're low on oil. Because, you know, they like to burn oil and leak it. I'm sorry if you're a Tecumseh fan out there. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Yeah, we're just sanding away on these points here. They are a very simple ignition system, and they got us by for a long time. They really did. I love points. I love electronic ignition too, though, I'm not gonna lie. You don't have to do this with electronic ignition. Electronic ignition, you just gap the coil and go. I will say though that electronic coils do tend to fail more than the point system coils. Points usually come back. Very rarely do they not. I'm gonna give these points a good flick, good couple of flicks here, and then we're gonna hit them with a little bit of carb cleaner, try to get any debris out of there. Go. And then we'll give it a couple more flicks. Okay. Cool beans. Now we're gonna do something different here that if you watch other channels they probably won't show you, but I'm kind of old school. So you have a wick or a filament or whatever you want to call it right here. This little piece right here is actually supposed to have oil on it, and it does not. I'm going to pull that out and put it in some oil and lubricate that, because that lubricates your eccentric and it lubricates your points armature to prevent that from wearing out. Because if it wears out, changes your points gap, changes your dwell. Changes your dwell, you don't get the right performance. It doesn't run right. And I'm sure there's going to be some guys out there, well, why didn't you check the gap on them points? Well, most of the time these things go down running. They're just put away and forgotten. So I'm not going to take the time to do that. I do know how to do that. I do own multiple sets of feeler gauges. I do. But like I said, I'm running out of daylight here, and I just kind of got to go. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, like I said, I don't have any good clean engine oil. I do have the oil I just drained out of my truck 2 days ago. It's a little dirty, but not bad. And it'll do for this application. So we got our little wick lubed up. We're going to stuff it back in there, just like so. All right. We can move forward. All right, now before I go putting this back together, I want to check and clean my flywheel magnets that are in here. We're going to make sure those are still magnetic. So just take a screwdriver, anything metal. Yep, still magnetic. We're going to clean those. How you do that, I'm going to take some of my carb cleaner and just spray it down on them. And then take a wire brush, and we're just going to try to clean those right up. Sometimes you can get corrosion and rust on them, and that will give you a diminished spark, I guess you could say, or no spark condition if it's bad enough. This one's probably not bad enough, but It probably would have sparked if I had just put them back on, but I'd rather do it. I'd rather do it now while it's apart and have to take it apart again. All right, spray that out. You can see we made a world of difference there. I'm going to come over here, do the same thing on my posts on my coil. For the same reason. Because that rust can also change your flywheel gap. I don't know if it's enough to matter, but it can. I'm sure it can. All right. So let's go ahead and put our flywheel back on there. Well, we got to put our points cover back on first. Put that back on there, set it on there right. Put our points cover latch back on. There we go. All right. Set our flywheel back down on there. We can line up our key. Oh, come on now. There we go. Washer. Having kind of a hard time getting that sit on there right. There it goes. All right, run that back down. There we go, that should be good. Okay. All right, I got an adapter here. I'm going to use my drill to spin this over. Let's see if we have any kind of spark out of this thing. All right, let me move anything that can become a projectile by that blade. Okay. Move you guys around back here. See if we got anything. Yep, I'm seeing a blue spark. There we go. Hopefully the camera caught that. We got some spark. All right, good deal. Okay, got some spark. I'm going to set this plug back in for a second so I can clean these fins up real quick. Should have already done that. Just kind of want to get all that out of there. Almost looks like we might have a little bit of oil seepage up here on top out of that head gasket. Almost what it looks like to me. Hopefully we got enough compression to run. That's what I'm hoping anyways. And then tighten that plug back down. And then we'll put our cover back on. Okay, carburetor linkage lined right up. These aren't wanting to start too good though. There we go. Let's put our head bolts back in. Start that by hand, that way there's no possibility of cross threading. I'll make sure my mic is still on. It is. Alright, go ahead and start our dipstick tube back in here. Which doesn't seem to want to line up right now for some reason. Don't know why. There it goes. Get our drill out. Start running some of these home. Oh, that's the 1/2 inch. That's the head bolt size. All right, start in the middle. Wrong way. Yeah. Uh-oh, something just happened. I don't know what. It's not good. Okay. And I'll give them another round with a ratchet here in a second. Okay, one of them fell out. What do I do with that 5/16 socket? Okay, put it over there. All right. Go. Dipstick's nice and tight again. I think that was isn't that what they called Enos on the Dukes of Hazzard? Didn't they call him Dipstick? Roscoe was always calling everybody Dipstick, wasn't he? All right. I don't know why that just all of a sudden clicked back in my mind, but it did. All right, let's see here. Put our plug wire back up in that clip. There we go. Hook it back on the plug. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this old plastic Tecumseh air cleaner off of here if I can, because it looks like it should just pop right off, and it does. There we go. Bet you that thing's pretty gross if I can get it out of there. Alright, well, I can tell it's gross. Alright, get our fuel tank off of there. And let's give this thing a... Let's see here, this thing got a choke? No, I don't think it does. I don't think it's got a choke, it doesn't look like it. So that should be full on. Let's give her a little squirty squirt and see if we can't get some fire action out of it. Hopefully it doesn't light on fire like that other one, that really old 60s one. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I almost lit myself on fire and cost myself a lawnmower. Alright, here we go. Is it gonna run? Is it not? Here we go. Here goes nothing. We're getting nothing. Oh, we got something. Maybe I didn't give it enough. It tried. It tried to pop, didn't it? Okay. Boy, I'm seeing some varnish come out of that car, and I don't like that. Alright, here we go. Try it again. recoil's not doing too good. Doing too good at all. Tell you what, I might do a little better spinning it over with a drill, but I don't like doing that. We'll try it though. Hopefully it don't hurt me. Tried. Didn't do much, though, did it? Pull the plug out. We got a pop out of it. I just wonder if that plug isn't fouled. I guess would be the right word. Might not be a good thing we got that open either. We might be geez, that didn't feel good. Oh yeah, she's nasty. Let's try to clean that plug out. There we go. That looks much better. We'll give it a little bit right down the throat hole here. That's not the throat hole, that's the you know, I think I got the shroud down a little bit too far because that plug doesn't want to thread back in there too good. I feel like I'm messing up all over the place here. Back those head bolts out just a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's try it again. Sprayed some directly in the did I tighten that plug? No. Dingbat. Oh, sorry guys, I got a lot on my mind, a lot on my plate today. Just too much. Well, winter's coming on, a lot to do yet. Keep a little bit more in the carb just for good measure. Here we go again. All right. Well, we proved it's going to run anyway. Can't say that it sounded super awesome, but it did try to run. Let's try to get this piece of crappy fuel line off of here. And I'll see if I got more of that. Oh, the whole thing's wanting to come out. Great. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. What is that? Oh, okay. That's not good. We got buildup in that tube right there. That's varnish, straight varnish. Oh, it smells bad. Yeah, that fuel line is actually plugged all the way through. Look at that. That wasn't going to go nowhere. Where's that screwdriver at? So if that's plugged like that, I'll bet you that carburetor is probably just, yeah, that's not going to fit through there. I'm going to go grab another tool. That's gross. Alright, now that I completely smell like minwax. So yeah, all the mowers I got out of that collection, all the fuel tanks were empty on them. They all seem to be put away pretty reasonably. This one does not appear to be put away the way it should have been. Oh yeah, that's just gross. Yeah. I mean, look at that. It plugged the end of my drill bit up. That is so gross. And yet, satisfying. Uh-oh, I just shot that right back at me. Oh man, I hope you guys can see the color coming out of that. That is just straight varnish. Wow. Yeah, we're getting there. Carburetor's probably not much better though. Okay, there we're getting pretty clean. Alright. Okay, I guess it's probably time to take a stab at this carburetor while we're here. I can't say I much like tearing apart these Tecumseh carburetors, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Let me try and get this plastic air filter retainer off of here. If I can do that without breaking it, I will be amazed. Oh, thank you, Lord. Should come off in one piece. Okay. Am I gonna have to pull the shroud for this? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just try to pull the bowl. I could. Can's about out. Alright, let's get a new can out and we'll soak this thing down with some carb cleaner here. There we go. Let me get a wrench. Let me try to pull that bowl. See if we can get it off without tearing the gasket. If we tear the gasket, we might be done. I do believe this carburetor and that air filter housing are not original. This carburetor says Craftsman on it, which I'm not surprised. These Tecumseh carburetors, they're really, really not great. They're great when they work. Can't lose that. That's important. Oh man. Yeah, that's really bad. I wonder if the float's trashed. Needle valve was stuck. Holy cow, she's bad shape. Woo, bad shape. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the pin out without taking the carburetor off or not, but we're going to try it. Oh, come on now. Probably would have been easier to pull the carburetor. Still might have to do that. That would mean I'm probably going to have to pull the shroud again though. I don't know if I can get to that inner one without taking all this off. Because it looks like I got to take the shroud off, take these bolts off, and that's probably what I probably better do. Let's just do that. Save ourselves some time fighting it. Yeah, she's pretty gross. She's been sitting a lot of years. Surprises me that it didn't have a stuck valve. Because it should have, by all rights, it really should have. And it really should have. It had every right to have a stuck valve with that nasty old fuel in there. Guess I should have done this the first time around, but hey, makes for good content, right, guys? If you're still sticking with me, I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get it running on its own before the sun goes down. Maybe. Moving sockets and setting them places I don't need to set them. I don't know what to do with that 5/16 for that dipstick tube. Don't know. Somebody suggested on one of my other videos that I get a parts tray for holding all this stuff, and I really do need to do that. Helpful. There's that 5/16 right there. I found it. Oh, you know, I know this video will probably come out after, because it's supposed to hit tonight, but I just want to say I've been praying for all the folks being impacted by that Hurricane Milton. That looks like a bad situation. And my thoughts and prayers go out to you. I know you guys down there been through heck and back already with them storms. And I was listening to some meteorologists down there today while I was at work talking about all kinds of tornadoes and stuff and storm surge, and looked to me like it was going to hit Tampa dead on. I haven't checked it since I've been home. I've been trying to get out here and get this done, but boy, that's just going to be a mess if that thing hits Tampa head on. It really will be. So I just want to let you guys know you're in my thoughts, you're in my prayers down there in Tampa, Florida. And I saw something really interesting, kind of odd, but interesting. There's some guy down there, they're calling him Lieutenant Dan. He's got one leg and he's staying in his boat during the hurricane in Tampa Bay. And the governor down there, or the mayor or whatever of Tampa, come on and said they evacuated him and he's in a shelter. And if they can get that guy in a shelter, they can get anybody in a shelter. And then a meteorologist was down there at Tampa Bay and said, hey, that guy's still here in his boat, and he's riding that out. And he said God told him to do that. He said if God can bring Noah and the animals through a flood, he can bring him through one, and God told him to stay there. And, well, Lieutenant Dan, I don't think you're probably watching this, but if you are, buddy, I support you. If God tells you to do something, you need to be obedient to that, no matter what man says. However, I do pray that you make it through the storm. I really do, bud, because it's looking like a doozy. And there's all kinds of stuff going on. People down there trying to evacuate because they can't get gas, and there's debris on the streets. I just really feel for all these people. When I was a young fella and we lived in Texas, I survived a very small hurricane alone with my mother in our trailer, and I have never forgotten about that. It has boy, is that throttle shaft stuck? That has never okay, throttle shaft stuck. Okay, that's not good. But yeah, that's a memory that has never left my mind. I don't know if the throttle's stuck or the governor's stuck. I can't tell. But yeah, my thoughts and my prayers for sure go out to all you people down there dealing with that hurricane, and all the people in the Carolinas as well, because that was another deal. And I have my own thoughts on that whole thing there, about how that went and what caused it and everything else, but I'm going to leave those out. My goodness, that throttle was stuck. Look at that. This is bad. I probably better shoot some of this coil in the carburetor to leave up that shaft. Holy cow. I mean, that was bad. Still bad. I don't know. This is going to be a difficult one to let's see if I can't pop this off. At least get it out of the way so I can get a wrench in there. This is why I don't like these Tecumsehs. They make everything a little more difficult than it needs to be. If it was a Briggs, I would have had this carburetor off and fixed by now. Got all kinds of noise coming in. Got water trucks, people building a grain bin. Yeah, I'm not having too much luck here on this back nut, getting it out of there. It doesn't act like it wants to let that on there. And I can't, oh, you know what? I forgot, I can just take it off right here. Silly me. I'm sorry guys, my mind's somewhere else tonight. I can just take it off right here. I don't know why that, I guess because it's been a while since I've really dealt with one of these. I forgot it's easier to take the intake tube off. It's just 2 Phillips head screws. Forgot about that. It was mighty foolish of me to not think about that. Should have done that to begin with. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's see here. Should be able to just swivel that and get that carb choke linkage out, governor linkage. Dang it. And it's fighting me because of this. Alright. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Now we can flip that upside down. Hopefully get this out of here. We're losing our sunlight fast. Alright, there we go. Set our pin over there. Pull this up. Float sounds good. I don't hear anything jostling around in the float. Usually you do. So, good deal. My goodness, though, that's bad. I'm gonna have to take my wire brush to that a little bit. And just hope I don't make a pinhole in that float anywhere, because I'm sure it's pretty rough. Yeah, you can see the corrosion where it got water in it. Yeah, she definitely got some bad fuel left in her for a long time. Definitely did. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's try and blow some through there. And I think that was going through the jet there. That acted like that was working pretty good. About through. Oh, the end of the carburetor tip there is all full. She's all full too. Great. See if we can't get that gunk out of there. I might have to drill into it with that drill bit. Oh. Oh, that's so bad. Golly. Okay. Yeah, this is not exactly the quick, easy video I was hoping for here. And that drill bit's too big. I'm gonna go grab a bit smaller drill bit. Okay, I'm back. Okay. My goodness. All right, we're all the way back. Still not really getting anything through there though. I don't know that we're going to. Well, I guess I can take that fitting out. See if I can't do that. Oh Lord, please let it come out. That should come out. Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, that's just crazy. Whew. Okay. I didn't realize that was a press fit, but I guess it is. Just drilling this backside here. Alright. Oh man, okay, we're starting to get through. Good. Wow. That's just so gross. And that's pretty much packed solid too. Great. I'll try and use the bit to get some of that out. This is Definitely one of the worst carburetors I have ever worked on in my life. Definitely. Oh, there we go. All right, that's open. Good deal. That's open. Excellent. All right, we're gaining. We're gaining. Excellent. All right. Still a little bit in there. Right in there that I need to get out. There we go. My goodness, man, I just cannot believe this. This is just bad. I'm gonna run out of carb cleaner. All right, let's see if we can get this pressed fitting back in. It's gonna go that way. And I hope that doesn't leak. Ow, that hurts. Okay. Okay, no leak. All right. What do you guys think? Is this thing even gonna run? I mean, with the carburetor on it, is it gonna run? I'm having my doubts. Oh, that bowl is just gross. All right, it's time to break out the heavy artillery here. Whatever that one seal. Okay, it's right there. This thing probably would have had to soak in the ultrasonic for a couple of days. It's probably still not going to be right. Sad thing is, you get most of it out, and one little chunk of this goes in that jet, and you're done. It's the sad part about it. But we're really running out of time here, because I won't have time to get back on this for a few days. Well, more than that, probably about a week. And I don't want to leave this video hanging, because I think I got one more in the queue. And I'd really rather move on to some other things. This one wasn't exactly top on my list. I picked it because I thought it would be a quick one. And turned out that was not the case, but hey, we're getting a good video here. So thank the Lord for that. I should probably try to get as much of that crud out of there as I can. See if there's any holes in this that need to be open. No, there's not. Okay, I think we're gonna have to put it back together and see what we got. It's not perfect or ideal by any means, but definitely better than it was when it come apart. Now the next question for a Tecumseh engine is it going to is the needle valve even going to seal? That's the next big question that I have. Is it even going to seal? I'm not sure. I'm really not. I hope so. Hope it does. Oh shoot, okay, that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Pushing a little bit too hard on it. Alright, let's pull that back out and try it from the other way. That O-ring's in the way now. I think they might be finished with the grain bin. They're all packing up and leaving. Usually they work till after dark. So maybe that'll be the end of that noise. I mean, until they fire it up here, start using the thing, but I think there's more that's got to go on there. Oh geez, come on now, get in there. It's not wanting to go back in too good. And I don't want to move that gasket too much because it'll probably tear. There it goes. There we go. There, she finally did what she needed to do. Okay. Alright, needle valve's working. Excellent. Love to see that. Okay. This gasket was inside this bowl. Right there. Alright. Uh-oh, that wasn't what I wanted though. I didn't need that. Alright, let's try to hold that up. And we'll kind of set that back on there. Uh-oh, I missed the gasket though, didn't I? Dang it. Yep, I did. I just dropped that gasket down the bowl. That was unfortunate. Okay, maybe we can just set that gasket right on there. There we go, line up our... I'm going to blow that bowl out one more time. There's still a bunch of crap floating around in there. I don't like that. And I got crap all over my hands. I should have brought out some paper towels, but I didn't. Alright, let's get that on there. That should be. Now the next question, is it going to leak like a sieve? I don't know. Don't know. Alright, now the next other question, which hole was that in? Looks like that hole's worn. Also looks like it lines up, so that's what we're going to go with. Should have paid more attention to that too. You ever work on stuff and your mind's on another thing that it doesn't need to be on, but you can't change it? Seems to happen to me quite often. I don't know. Just yeah, pretty crazy stuff, guys. I thank you for being with me though, going on the adventure that is working on Tecumseh things. Okay, governor linkage is going to work just fine. Put his nose down. I think I got that in backwards. No, I don't. That's right. Just second guessing myself all over the place. Okay. Here we go. All right. I think before I do that, I ought to put this fuel line together before I put that top on. Well, I'm gonna have to put the top on to get the fuel line right. Okay. All right, let's cut a piece of fuel line. I got a piece of brand new 1/4 inch here. Just cut her exactly the same as what we took off. Yeah, that's where I got in trouble with that Craftsman that I was working on that lit on fire. I put the wrong size fuel line on it. Put 5/16 on it and it took 1/4 inch. Really wasn't the smartest thing I could have done, but I wasn't paying attention that day either. Alright, there we go. That's on there. Alright. Now where's that piece that I took off of the tank? Where is it? Surely that isn't it. Because it was all... Alright, well, I kind of need to know. Sounds like a Tom Petty song, doesn't it? Need to know. That was one of my favorite songs back in the day by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Let's just try to get a... Come on now. Okay, let's just try to get a mock-up idea here. How much we're gonna need? Not much. Not much at all to get there. Price of admission is not going to be that much. I think we'll cut it a little long though, just for safety's sake. There we go. Let me take it back off and shoot some coil in there. Get some lube action going on there so we can slide that thing on there further. There we go. How's that going to work for us? Okay, that's going to work. That's going to work for us. Okay, good deal. All right, let's finish putting this back together. Put 5/16 back on. this thing fires up, runs good, I'm gonna be happy as a kid in a candy store, because this one's been a challenge, just gotta say. More of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. Go. Alright, that one kind of stripped out. That's my bad. Okay. 7/16 on the front. Don't you just love tearing things apart and putting them back together multiple different times? You would think in over 100 videos now that I would have learned that lesson, but I have not. I have not learned that lesson yet, sadly. One of these days I probably will. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, here we go. Now, I wonder if there's any of that crappy gas left in this tank. Yeah, the bottom of the tank looks like it's varnished too. And there should have been something come out of that, and there ain't. Oh yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, that's pretty wonderful. All right, I think I will go grab my gas can, put a little bit of fuel in that and slosh it around. Oh my goodness, that stuff stinks. All right. That's so bad. Let me go get rid of that. All right, I still don't think we're ideal, but we're gonna try it because we're running out of time. Running out of light, running out of time. Whole 9 yards, you know. That should flow some fuel there. Let's put some in it and see if it leaks or doesn't leak. Alright, that should be plenty of fuel, I would think. Alright, yeah, that should be plenty. No leaks as of yet. Let's get all our tools off the table here. Yeah, not a drop leak yet. That's a good thing. I'm happy for that. Man, it's stinking like minwax though, boy. Whew. Smells like an old furniture store. All right. So let's see here. All right, I guess there's nothing else to do but try it. See if it's gonna run on its own. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Try to prime it a little bit. The coil's kind of hanging out. We're not drawing any fuel, are we? Must still be something plugged in there. I thought I got through every orifice. Out of the needle valve stuck. Surely we're getting fuel through the tank and into the carburetor. Try it again. Trying to force it to pull it through, but we may still have a blockage in that carburetor somewhere is what it's acting like. I think we still got a small blockage in there. Yep, carburetor's still got a blockage in it, so I guess we're going to take that back off. Alright, didn't do a good enough job. It's a bummer. I always do seem to have issues with Tecumseh carburetors though. They're finicky. Need to pop that off. Come on up. Okay. Next question is, are we getting anything in the bowl? Let's find out. We should have had gas dripping out of there by now. We're not getting anything out of that bowl. No fuel flow. There it goes. Okay. Next question is it the needle valve? There, it's letting fuel in. Let's shut the fuel off. Alright, that seems to be working. Okay. So this needs to go like that. I think that gasket just moved on me, didn't it? No, it stayed. Okay. I really want to see that leak out the bottom of that carb though, so that way I can know that it's working. And it's not. I think our float level might be messed up. Jeez, come on. Alright, let's pop this off right here if we can. Uh-oh. I didn't want to do that. We should be getting fuel flow out of this thing. And we're not. So Float level's got to be wrong. Got to be. Actually, I think the needle valve's sticking. Yeah. Needle valve sticking. All right. Okay. Not exactly the fun that I hope for. All right. Where's that bracket at? Just having a big old time. Uh-oh. Alright, come on now. I'm not giving up yet. But I will be here shortly, because it's getting pretty dark. You guys probably aren't going to be able to see anything here real soon. Doesn't make much sense to keep going on it if I can't see and you can't see. Yeah, this thing really should have been tanked. I don't know if I can't get it going. I might pull it back off and tank it anyway. Maybe I can make a short of that if I don't get it going here. You guys will know that I got her anyway, but I don't know. She's not going too good right now. Going the way I expected it to go, that's for sure, but such is life. Helps if I had the fuel tank above gravity level, wouldn't it? It's not going to do anything if it don't gravity feed. Zero fuel and all that. I got the thing all the way out. We got nothing. I think our bowl level's off myself. Because that should have been open by now. Be dripping fuel. We're not. Still not. Still not. Well, now it is. Why is it waiting so long to open up? Dump fuel. I think I bent that float trying to get it out. That's what I think. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get her. That's such a bummer. I really thought I had it. This bowl just does not want to fit right. Yeah, I can hear that needle valve clicking. It doesn't want to. It's not doing needle valve things the right way. All gummed up still, I think. Oh man. If I had an emoji for disappointment looming, this would be the time. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is here. It's not right. I don't know. I'm having some issues here with this bowl. It's not right. This is definitely a wonky carburetor. It's definitely wonky. For some reason, I don't know why, but that doesn't want to go up over that engine mount there. It's not right. Not right at all. Golly, man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to call it. Really running out of time here. And I can't even seem to get the bowl thing started now. How crazy is that? Oh, come on. I feel like I went back to amateur mode again. I feel like my wrenching abilities are down to 0. What a bummer. I really thought I was going to get it. What is the deal here? That should just thread right in there and start. You can't tell me I gotta yank the whole carburetor off and start over, but I guess that's what I gotta do. If you guys can't see me, I'm sorry. I'm just still trying. Still trying, not giving up quite yet. There's a little bit of light left, but not much. Yeah, you can literally hear that needle valve click when it comes out. You literally hear it click. And then I don't want to start. I don't get that. It should want to start in there. It'd come right out. Oh, okay. There we go. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. And we're filling the bowl up too. All right. Thank you, Lord. May have just had a breakthrough here. I don't know, but yeah. We'll find out here in a second. You guys might not be able to see it fire up, but you know. What is going on here with this? Come on. Okay, you're not lining up. Get with the program. Okay, there we go. I'm just barely going to tighten this bowl up a little bit. There we go. She stopped leaking. Alright. Really hope we don't get a fireball out of this. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here goes nothing. I literally just had fuel coming down in that carburetor. I'm about out of carb cleaner though. Oh, come on, you old girl. Come on. Oh. Same result, huh? Same old result. Come on. Yeah, we're still not getting anything through the bowl. All right. Dang it. Well, guys, what can you say? That's a disappointment for sure. I mean, proved we got a good engine anyways, and that we can get spark out of it, so it's just a matter of carburation. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. I mean, it's not a total failure. It sounds good, it doesn't sound like it's knocking, but that fuel system, just absolutely atrocious how bad that fuel system was. I'm surprised we got as far as we did in the time we had, to be honest with you. I'm just sorry I couldn't do any better for you. I kind of feel like I failed you on it. Sometimes you get so used to winning, the losses really hurt, you know. So life kicks you in the teeth sometimes. That's part of it. I mean, not my will, but His, right? I guess it was the Lord's will that this one wasn't gonna be a full win, but that's okay. Sometimes, I'm trying to think of what I wanted to say here. Sturgill Simpson's got a song, says it ain't all flowers. Sometimes you gotta feel the thorns, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I mean, and that's what Jesus Yeshua went through. I mean, they made a crown of thorns and banged it down on his head, cut his head open. You know, he went through the most gruesome, horrifying death that. Okay, we got fuel running out of the carburetor now. But yeah, Jesus went through the most horrifying, gruesome death anybody's ever went through, and he went through that for you and me. Should have been us there hanging on that cross, for sure. Wages of sin is death. But he took our death decree from the Father and nailed it to the cross along with his hands and his feet. Paid the punishment for sin for us. Literally, all we need to do is repent of our sin, accept him as our Lord and Savior, and he wipes us clean as snow. And then if we mess up, we got an advocate at the right hand of the Father who's there for us and intercedes for us on our behalf. That doesn't mean we get to sin free, though. We can't do that, and that's wrong. We shouldn't do that anyway. It's a free gift from God. No man should boast. But anyways, I'm just trying to get the gospel out there, guys. I'm really, really bummed out about this. But I mean, it is a Tecumseh. What do you expect? So, but anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed this video despite all the shortcomings. And despite my rantings, I appreciate you guys being there. And hey, we're over 1,000 subscribers. That's 1,000 people that have the possibility of hearing the message of Jesus and getting to see me mess around with some old junk like this. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless you.